Hi everybody, it's Monday, January 2nd, 2012. Thanks for stopping by. A few quick things to talk about. First of all, my last couple of videos were proof that someone who had accused me of advocating destroying a country and calling people in other countries or people of other religions, specifically Jews, rats, they had repeatedly engaged in the same rhetoric. They called for destroying several countries, and they called several different nationalities and the Arab race rats. The first video I put up, and then I realized it was kind of fuzzy, so I put up another version that you can actually see in 720p. So you can actually see that it is what I claim it is. And if what I should have done, which I forgot to do, was that I should have clicked on the username to actually take you to that person's account, which I can do in another video if anybody would like. But the reason why I say that is because I found out that whoever was faking my messages was doing it with a username that looked very similar to mine but had an I instead of an L, and that account has been removed from YouTube. So, as has been pointed out, and as I kind of intuitively surmised, it's very easy to figure out if something like that is fake. If someone got a message from me that was really nasty, all they have to do is click on the username and see where it takes them. So, as Italia pointed out to me, it's sort of hard to believe that people would spend so much time getting angry at me without even checking to see if the link actually came from me. All they have to do is one quick click, and you can see exactly who sent the message. So that is a little bit suspicious, although it doesn't prove that they were dishonest. It is entirely possible that the people who were angry at me really thought that I had sent those messages and just never took the time to see whether or not it was the right username. It's possible. So I'm not going to try and convict them and deem them to be guilty. I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. And also I need to point out, to be fair, that the person who sent me those messages did apologize to me for those messages. The day after I put those videos up, they actually said that they realized that those messages didn't come from me and that they were sorry about what they had said, even though they don't like me. So as to whether they still accuse me of the various things like hating Jews and wanting to destroy Israel, I don't know whether they still accuse me of that or not, but at least they're not accusing me of sending those messages, and they have apologized for that accusation. So I just want to be fair and point that out so that I'm not doing them any injustice. Okay, so, and those people, you got to understand when somebody is behaving in such a way that they could be someone who has been the victim of a very traumatic event. They could be someone who has in some way been victimized in the past and is acting out anger over that victimization and misdirecting their anger. For instance, if someone has been raped by an African American, they might start hating African Americans, which is wrong, but you got to understand that hate might be coming from some sort of victimization, some sort of injustice in the past, and then they might just misdirect their anger at the entire race instead of at the person who actually victimized them, which is possible. So we can't we can't judge people too harshly and We can't negate other people's humanity just because they say hateful things or prejudiced things. They're still human beings. They're still entitled to their opinions. They're still entitled to hate people if that's what they want to do. You know, they still have value. They're just wrong, and possibly mentally unstable, possibly psychotic, possibly just scarred from some past event, like I said. So, you know, it's okay to oppose racist hate speech in a strong way. But I don't think it's okay to start actually, you know, hating people and you know, you don't want to hate someone to the point where you want to physically cause them harm, or where you want to destroy their lives, you know, or to say that they have no value as a human being, that they're totally evil, you know, stuff like that. It's okay to say, you know, well, this attitude that you have is totally morally repugnant. It's not okay to say that you're an animal and that, you know, you ought to be shot or something like that. You know, I mean, that's going too far. So, you know, even people that disagree with you, they might be nice people. You know, you don't know. You don't know what their whole life is like. You don't know whether they're just totally insane or deranged or totally misinformed. You know, and you don't know their circumstances. So I also want to point out that fact that you don't want to be too judgmental of the person, although you can be entirely judgmental of the attitude that they display if they're you know, going around inciting racism and religious bigotry. That is a serious thing, and you know, and they might actually be, you know, as I've mentioned before, partially responsible for hate crimes, which is also a serious thing. But again, you know, you don't know their circumstances, and you know, even if they are partially responsible for crimes, that doesn't mean that there's nothing good about them. So, you know, you have to keep that in mind too, that there's good and bad in everyone. And you know, and we all make mistakes. We all do things that are wrong sometimes. We're all committing crimes sometimes. So, you know, the evil that we fight is always inside every person. It's not an external force that can be destroyed. And it can be in me too. It could be in me too. If I you know, if I get to be misinformed about something and start having bad attitudes, I could just as easily be saying and doing evil things too. So, you know, I don't want to hold other people to be below myself. Basically, what I'm saying. So anyway, I just wanted to point those things out, and thanks for watching.